Have you ever wondered if a super cheap Amazon Dual Sport can actually be good? Well, today we're going to test it with the brand new X-Pro Storm 150 DLX, a dual sport motorcycle that you can ride both on the trail and on the street. Now, you've probably seen that these bikes are praised for their low prices, but heavily criticized for their reliability. So today we're going to unbox, assemble, and start this bike up for the very first time so we can eventually decide whether this bike is actually worth the eye-catching price. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's the box. Not looking too bad at all. There are some minor, like scuffs on the wrapping, as you can see there. Now, yes, these bikes are made in China, but more on that later in the video. Anyways, let's get this thing out of the box. This box did not have a rough ride at all. As you can see here, this is where the straps were. But other than that, this box is in mint condition. Y'all, check this out. This is the coolest thing. So right here we have kind of what's like the new and improved mini Jeep engine. This is a 4-speed manual, so they took out the reverse gear and added basically a 4th gear. So this is awesome. They actually powder coated this. Look at that. The quality on this was way higher than I thought. I mean, look, it's got a foam air filter. I had to put one of these on the Jeep aftermarket. This comes with one. Like, that's amazing. This thing comes with a whole entire display that shows all of your gauges, which is incredible. So I want to give a big shout out to YouTuber Mike Festiva for getting one of these bikes and unboxing them. He did a very well done, detailed review on specifically how to do all of the things with the handlebars and the wiring, and he's just a very well explained YouTube channel. I would refer you to him if you're wanting to see how to put these together. He did a great job. So far, this bike is looking amazing. So let's go ahead and finish the setup, and then I will show you guys a little bit more in depth of the cool features of this dual sport motorcycle. So here's the bike, all put together. So like I said in the title, this bike is called the X-Pro Storm 150 DLX. So DLX means you have some extra features, such as mirrors, a digital dash right here, a headlight, turn signals, and an oil cooler. I'm pretty sure that this is on the base model too. I don't know how effective or efficient it's gonna be, but super glad to see it's there. So we have a 19-inch wheel in the front, and we have an extra wide 17-inch wheel in the back. So the displacement of this engine is 145 cc's. It's advertised as a 150, so it's pretty close. So we put this bike together, we got all the accessories on. All we have to do now is put the battery under the seat, and then put in some gas, and then do an oil change. This does come with shipping oil, so you want to drain that out. So we'll change the oil, and hopefully we'll have enough daylight to go start this thing up and ride it. And if we don't have enough daylight, we got a headlight to use. So before you start the dirt bike, what they want you to do is heat cycles, which means you run the motor for 5 minutes and then turn it off and do it like 2 or 3 times, and then you can ride it. So let's see what happens. Oh, nice. Okay. Choke. We need the choke on. Okay, now we have the choke. You ready? That's not the solenoid, is it? Take number 6.
Hey. Nice.
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah. Now you just want to let it run. You gotta run it. Sweet. It fixed itself. I don't know what to say. Turn signal. Lights. High beam, low beam. Awesome. It doesn't like the choke, that's for sure. Okay. First run on the X Pro Storm 150 DLX. Let's see what happens. So you got the clutch right there. First. Okay. Okay, we're in first gear. Right. So I don't really know what happened last night. I think we just lost the footage. So let's go ahead and just skip to the next day of riding because you guys really didn't miss that much, of course. So we'll find some sort of a professional transition to go between now and the part of the video that you guys are gonna watch. So no biggie, it's all good. All right, dirt bike. How bad can you really be, little 150cc? You should be pretty harmless, right? So last night we had some issues with the throttle. Even though you wouldn't put any input on the throttle at all, it was actually still open. And so the throttle did stick and it revved up on me. Fortunately, I was able to turn the key off. No damage whatsoever. But we do need to figure the throttle situation out, see what's going on. And once that's dealt with, we should be able to try to ride the bike again and hope it doesn't kill anybody. Okay, take 2 of riding the dirt bike for the first time. Hopefully this will go a lot better than yesterday went. Hopefully. So, let's find out. No rev up. No rev. Okay. So I think the culprit of what caused the problem last night was that whenever you turn the handlebar left and right, it would snag the cable, and that's what revved the bike up to 6,000 RPM. So, should be better this time. You ready?
Yep.
Here it goes. Clutch in, and first, let's see. Much better. There we go. We're riding a dirt bike. What do you know? How cool is that? this is awesome. Okay. Well, now that we're in gear and it's not revving up to the moon, we're great. This is a lot better. I'm gonna learn how to use the clutch here. So, I gotta practice getting smoother. So let's see, clutch in, first gear. Check that out, nice and easy. So the main drawback of these bikes is that they are advertised as being manufactured in China. Over the years, bikes made in China have been given a bad reputation for being sloppy with their work and using cheap parts. So the true test for this bike will be the test of time to see how it holds up, and ultimately will be the true factor that shows whether this bike is worth it. Now we have more of an incline here, so we're gonna let off the clutch. Try to be smooth with it. Hey, there we go. I'm not going to get out at first just because I'm getting used to it. It is kind of touchy, the throttle's touchy, so you got to be really careful with how much input you give it. Alright, first time on the road. Second gear. Nice. Oh man, I love this bike. This is so cool. And it doesn't vibrate much either. Funny. So overall first impressions on the bike, not bad at all. It's smooth, doesn't vibrate. And the gear shifts are clicky, but first of all, it's my first time on a manual, and I'll bet you over time the gears will get better as you break the bike in. So, second gear. There we go. I have to get to learn that up to shift, all the gears are up, not down. I'm used to pulling the Mini Jeep lever down, and I got to get used to put my foot up on this bike. So the shifting is backwards. There's forward. Wow. There we go. Now that's what you call a first ride. So this is Behringer. He decided to stop over and take a look at the 150. He was in the Mini Jeep video last year when we went out and tested it. Well, here's the 150. What do you have to say about it?
I think it's cool, but once you get used to it, you should learn how to wheelie. That would be some good YouTube content.
For sure?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Behringer has a YouTube channel too. It's called BGB Plays, where he does Fortnite shorts and things like that.
We're going to try and get to 1,000 subscribers.
So make sure to sub to his channel. And yeah, there's the bike. All right, guys, so the dirt bike has 11 miles on it. So not much. We did not do anything crazy at all today. Of course, we're just breaking in the bike. And of course, I can't give a review yet. That'll have to be for either the next video or one of the videos coming up soon. Next time, we're going to go out on the dirt bike and break in a little bit. Make sure everything's tightened up, not loose. I totally understand that dirt bikes can be a great danger if you are not safe. So I'm always going to be wearing a helmet. And I'll probably get knee pads, elbow pads, stuff like that, not too long in the future. So, well, that's about all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button. It helps me out a lot. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.